When capitalism turns into totalitarianism. That's what we're going to be talking about here in this video. Alright, as a conservative, I'm a free market capitalist. And we've always been fearful of governments, trying to shut down our free speech and our freedom and enslave us. We're afraid of the government. However, here in America, what we have is a strain of capitalism that has gone totalitarian. And like I said, it will render our Constitution, render our government null and void. Because if the businesses and companies within this country are not following the Constitution, civil rights, human rights, but they're making up their own laws that say that they won't serve conservatives, or they won't serve somebody with a MAGA hat, or they won't do, if they see your picture on social media and you said, I like Trump, then they're going to ban you from their property. I said, this is an example of capitalism, totalitarianism, and it's something we probably never expected to see, but it is here. So, I mean, the choices we have is to start our own capitalistic totalitarianism groups, or we could, get the government to regulate things, but the government is corrupt. And I mean, it would not be very long before the same corrupt people who are running the companies and the totalitarian use of capitalism, they would be the same ones running the programs in the government, and we'd be back to square one. So once again, I advocate a free market solution to our problem. Instead of government regulations, instead of the conservatives starting their own totalitarian anti-leftist businesses and lands and spaces, we need more free market capitalists. And we need more people who care. We need more people in the game. We see the leftists everywhere owning big businesses and shutting people down for their speech. Our answer needs to be, we need to flood the market with conservatives who start businesses that promote freedom and go by the Constitution, Civil Rights, Bill of Rights. We need to do that. We cannot just stand by and let the left continue to ban us. We need to take an active role and step up. So the bottom line is we need more people who care, more people who are interested in the future of America and the future of freedom and free speech. And that's the solution. The solution is get more people involved, and that will serve as checks and balances. If some groups, if these totalitarian groups want to use capitalism that way, then we have a whole bunch, have 100 other places that person can do business with, and therefore render their totalitarian capitalism null and void. You see what I mean? So basically, we have XYZ grocery store that says, sign, no nasty conservatives allowed. Then we have, at the same time, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, all these other stores that say open to everyone. So therefore, the store XYZ, who's trying to punish people for being conservative, is not really going to have any effect. They're probably going to lose business because they are appearing to be mean, nasty, and rude. So, but that's my solution. We do not need to start our own groups to discriminate against the left, or not necessarily the government, like I said, because the government, it's going to be the same bad people who are doing it right now that'll be in the government. We just need more people involved in starting businesses, alternatives. We need tons and tons and tons and tons of alternatives. And this will also boost the economy, end the use of capitalism for totalitarian means, and make America great. So, that is the future, and that is one we must follow. And incidentally, like I said, our friends in the UK, they're really up against it. They are facing not only capitalistic totalitarianism, they are facing government totalitarianism. They are getting it from both sides. So we really need to keep them in our prayers and keep getting out the word, do what we can to help our friends across the pond. I said, England's our mother country, it's worth saving, they've done a lot for the world, and we need to be there for her. Okay, let freedom ring.